Alright, back at the compound once again. Hear that bird? Yeah, that's a robin. Okay, you ever see that? I talked over it. Okay. Okay, so hear it? Okay, well, they are kind of loud. Do you ever see those videos, or anybody subscribe to the YouTube channel Hoovie's Garage? The guy's name, the YouTube channel is Hoovie's Garage, and I don't know how old the guy is, but he looks like a millennial. He's got some Asian chick for a girlfriend. I'm just explaining, like, maybe, you know, that helps identify the channel. But anyway, he's like a car reviewer guy. He doesn't review new cars, really. He, like, I don't know where he gets the cars from. Well, some of them he buys. So he's got like a car hoarding collection, like, that could rival anything I could ever dream of. And I don't know, he lives in Kansas, I guess. But anyway, alright, I'm getting too far off, but I was watching one of his videos, I think it was one of his latest videos, and there's a robin, and it's making this chirping sound. That chirping sound. And they were doing a video, and the bird landed on the peak of the roof of the house where he's starting the video. He's doing it from his driveway, and the bird's chirping so loud, and then they're like throwing rocks or something at it to make it stop chirping because it wouldn't go away. But robins do that when they make that type of chirp when, watch this, instant dismantling. They make that kind of chirp when it's going to be evening, like the sun is going to set soon, or before or after a rainstorm. That's the only time they make that kind of chirp. I just hear an airplane. Different kind of bird. That chirp. So yeah. Whoa, look at the plane. Cool. Wow, is that thing moving slow? I'd say that thing's moving about maybe 120 miles an hour, which is fast for the ground speed, but when you're up in the air going 120 miles an hour, it's not really that fast. How do I know? Well, a long time ago, you know, when you're a kid, you have dreams, you know what I mean? I thought I was gonna, in addition to being a junk man and whatever, I was going to get a pilot's license, and I was going to fly shuttle aircraft or whatever. You know, it's like a side thing, a side gig, but yeah, that never happened. Pilot license. This flying, this is years ago, flying a Piper Cub and a Cessna 172. I got 20 20 in-air VFR hours, visual flight rules, which pretty much means you're restricted to daytime flying because obviously you need instrument flight certification to fly at nighttime because your point of reference is well, when you're up there, when you're up there in the air, man, when you get away from familiar landmarks, it's easy to get lost without knowledge of use of instruments. But pretty much what I did learn was you pretty much try to stick to familiar ground spots, sort of. But that pretty much means you can't leave your area really when you're first learning how to fly a plane, or at least that's the way I was instructed years ago. Maybe the flight instructor was a little nervous to have me fly, but you know. So I'm not totally one-dimensional. How the hell does something like that get stuck? Two pieces of scrap. One thing stuck to the other. How does that happen? They're like totally bonded together. Well, anyway, I wanted to take off a few things on here that shouldn't be on here, because they were heaped up on here. And so basically I'm going to load up with some, I don't know, maybe appliances or something, I don't know. Because I think I'm out of running low on small scrap. So I'm going to do the larger items. Like this right here. This was on the truck, and that's aluminum. And I wasn't going to go to the small scale and weigh little tidbits of aluminum. And this got a cord on it. I gotta put the cord on there. That's got a cord on it. This bad boy right here, yeah, it looks like aluminum, but that part's right there is steel, so where's my trusty magnet? I got a magnet out of that's aluminum. I got a magnet out of a microwave because a couple of commenters suggested there's a nice magnet inside microwaves, and I took that out. It's a nice, big, round, it's a powerful magnet. Totally awesome. And on the side of my truck. And when I parked at the scrapyard, they'll go get my money. I came out, and that sucker was gone. Ooh, I hear that plane again. So he definitely made like a small truck. I don't even know what kind it is, but it does look like some kind of old military type because of its kind of like square shape. You know, like the body of it is like straight up and down. It's moving so slow that you expect it to just fall out of the sky, but it's not. Moving much faster than it looks. Let's see. Well, that other channel. What the hell's the other channel's name? Oh yeah, the Scotty Kilmer channel. And no, wait a minute. Hoovie's Garage again. Yeah, the car guy. He bought a Tesla, and you know, he tested it out, and he pretty much likes it. And you know, there's people saying that they wouldn't buy one because of where they live in the country. There's not enough charging stations or supercharging stations or whatever to power the car up. And even at that, the supercharging station takes a couple hours to give that battery a full charge or 80% charge or whatever the heck. And who's got 2 hours to fill up? You know, a gasoline powered car, 5 minutes and you're filled up. And you go another 500 miles. So I put a comment on there. Let's take a Ford Model T from the 1920s, right? A 1929 Ford, and nearly 100-year-old car, and I'll pit it up against a Tesla going from New York to Los Angeles, and that 1929 Ford will win the race. It might not be as fast, but it'll get to Los Angeles sooner because it doesn't have to stop every 250 miles for 2 hours to charge up. So that Ford Model T or whatever could be going 40 miles an hour or 45 miles an hour, which is the minimum speed on the highway, and it could get to Los Angeles quicker than that Tesla. They cost $100,000 with its autopilot and all the other fancy crap. That $100,000 Tesla is still not as good as a 1929 Ford. That's my claim. I'm sticking to it. If somebody ever wanted to borrow me a Ford model from 1929, I would definitely drive that thing and pit that against the Tesla in the cross-country race, which I'm guaranteed to win. And the only rule is you have to drive the car. That's it. It can't be towed or dragged or cheated some other way. It needs to move under its own power all the way across the country. And that's given for guaranteed definite breakdowns of the Ford Model T. Would probably break down a couple of times going across the country and need some minor maintenance, maybe tire repairs, or you know, something going on with the alternator. So with the Tesla, you're allowed to take a toolbox with you too. Or you could have somebody following you, you know, in a pickup truck with a toolbox. But no, you can't take a Honda generator and stick it in the trunk of the Tesla to keep the battery powered. No more than I could take with the Model T and fill it up with, you know, put an extra huge gas tank in it. I'm talking dealing with the Model T with its original gas tank, or original sized gas tank. Still beat that Tesla. Whoa, Kingdom, you're really confident in that. Yep. Yes, I am. Having a trailer would really help. I wouldn't have to throw the stuff on the ground. Having that thing going, that would really help. Shit, I wouldn't need a trailer. Wait until I get that beast going, man. That stuff is going from that pickup truck. If it's just shred, because that's what that's for. It's not for stuff that needs to be taken apart. It's for shred. You know, like this. This needs to hit the ground. What the hell is somebody going to do with it? You know what I mean? Or all this crap. This is on the ground because it has really no place to go. Because it's got to come apart. This is breakage, or that the rag's got to come out of. Or that radiator right there, that's all copper. I mean, not all copper, it's all aluminum, except for the ends. Those need to be cut off. This kind of weird stuff drives me bananas. How the heck did this happen? Like the hook completely like just throwing the scrap on that back panel there. This hook somehow or another managed to grab on. Sony Digital Mavica. I have no idea what did there. Sounds like it's some kind of recording gadget. Put that right here. I know. It's a lot of fun watching The Kingdom. LOL. Alright, well, next step, get these machines up, get them up in the truck, and repeat the process all over again with another trip to the yard scheduled for tomorrow, I guess. Have fun. See you in another video. Bye.